Have you ever wondered why change, especially stepping into unfamiliar territories, can be so daunting? Imagine standing at the edge of a dense, unknown forest. It's uncharted territory filled with mystery and potential danger. Your heart pounds in your chest, your palms sweat, and your mind races with 1,000 what-ifs. This is the psychological response to the unknown. And it's as real as the fear that kept our ancestors safe from predators lurking in the shadows. Our brains, you see, are wired for survival. They're incredibly adept at recognizing patterns and making predictions based on past experiences. When we can't predict what's next, when we can't see the path ahead, our brains kick into high gear, releasing stress hormones that prepare us for potential threats. This is known as the fear of the unknown. Scientists, psychologists, and researchers have long studied this phenomenon. They've found that our brains are wired to resist change, to stick with what's known and comfortable. It's an evolutionary trait, a survival mechanism that has served us well throughout history. We are creatures of habit after all. We find comfort in routine, in predictability, and when that routine is disrupted, we feel disoriented, anxious, and fearful. But here's the thing, the unknown isn't always a dangerous, threatening place. Often it's simply new and unfamiliar. It's a place of growth, of discovery, of opportunities, waiting to be seized. It's where we learn new skills, meet new people, and experience new things. The unknown can be a catalyst for change, pushing us out of our comfort zones and into a world of endless possibilities. So, it's clear that fear of the unknown is a natural human reaction. But how can we overcome it and find strength in unfamiliar territories? Well, that's the journey we're about to embark on. So, take a deep breath and let's step together into the unknown. Let's embrace change and find the strength that lies in unfamiliar territories. Change doesn't have to be a foe. In fact, it can be a great ally if we learn to embrace it. Let's dive into a simple 4-step framework that can guide us in embracing change. This journey starts with acknowledging the fear, understanding the benefits, taking small steps, and reflecting on the journey. First, let's talk about acknowledging the fear. Fear is a natural response to the unknown, and it's okay to feel it. Ever heard of the story of the first man on the moon? Neil Armstrong once admitted to feeling a sense of fear before stepping onto the lunar surface, but he acknowledged it, didn't let it stop him, and made history. Next, we move to understanding the benefits. It's all about perspective. Take the invention of the light bulb. Thomas Edison didn't see his numerous failures as setbacks, but as steps towards success. He understood that each failure brought him closer to a revolutionary invention that would change the world. Now, on to taking small steps. It's important to remember that change doesn't have to be immediate or grand. It's about gradual progress. Think about the evolution of mobile phones. They didn't become smart overnight. It was a series of small, incremental advancements that led us to the smartphones we know today. Lastly, we reflect on the journey. Reflection allows us to appreciate our growth and learn from our experiences. It's like learning to ride a bike. At first you may fall and scrape your knees, but when you finally master it, you look back at those initial struggles with pride, knowing they were part of your journey to success. By following these steps, we can gradually turn our fear of the unknown into a source of strength. So the next time you're faced with change, remember this framework. Acknowledge the fear, understand the benefits, take small steps, and reflect on the journey. It's a road well traveled, and it's one that can lead to amazing destinations. Still skeptical? Let's explore some real-life stories of people who have successfully embraced change. First, let's dive into the story of Maria. Maria was a traditional baker, kneading dough and crafting pastries in her small town for over 2 decades. Then, technology made its way into her bakery and she was faced with a choice: adapt or fall behind. The fear of the unknown was real. She had never even used a computer before, let alone a digital oven. But instead of recoiling, Maria chose to embrace this change. She learned, she grew, and she found strength in the process. Today her bakery is booming, and she's even started an online delivery service. The change that initially scared her became her stepping stone to success. Next, we have the story of Tom. Tom was a professional athlete, a football player who had dedicated his whole life to the sport. A severe injury, however, forced him into early retirement. The fear of losing his identity and purpose was overwhelming, but Tom decided to channel his passion for sport into coaching. He He faced his fears, adapted to his new reality, and discovered a new purpose. Now he's a renowned coach, shaping the sports stars of tomorrow. His story is a testament that change, although daunting, can open new doors and create fresh opportunities. Finally, let's consider the story of Aisha. Aisha was born and raised in a bustling city, but a job offer led her to relocate to a small rural town. The drastic change in lifestyle was intimidating, the quietness was unsettling, and the lack of city conveniences was challenging. But Aisha chose to face her fears head-on. She immersed herself in the local culture, learned to appreciate the tranquility, and discovered a love for gardening she never knew she had. Today, she's an active member of her community and wouldn't trade her new life for anything. Her journey shows us that change, although initially scary, can lead to personal growth and new passions. These stories, diverse as they are, have a common thread. They illustrate individuals who faced significant changes, dealt with their fears, and as a result grew stronger. They remind us that change isn't necessarily a threat, but an opportunity. An opportunity to learn, to grow, and to discover strengths we never knew we possessed. So remember Maria and how technology, once a fear, became her ally. Remember Tom, who turned a career-ending injury into a new beginning. And remember Aisha, who found beauty and purpose in an unfamiliar place. These stories show that change, though initially scary, can lead to personal growth and unforeseen opportunities. So, we've seen how change can be embraced and how it can lead to personal strength, but what are some other benefits of embracing change? Well, let's delve into that. One of the most significant advantages of embracing change is personal growth. You see, when we're thrust into unfamiliar territories, we're compelled to learn new skills, to adapt, and to see things from different perspectives. It's like embarking on a journey, and as we navigate through the twists and turns, we discover more about ourselves, our capabilities, and our potential. Now let's take this a step further. Studies have shown that when we embrace change, we actually increase our resilience. Think about it like a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Similarly, the more we face and overcome change, the better we become at dealing with it. It's fascinating, isn't it? By embracing change, we're essentially preparing ourselves for future challenges, making us more resilient and adaptable. But there's more. Embracing change can also open doors to new opportunities. It's like this. When we're open to change, we're more likely to seize opportunities that we may have overlooked or shied away from before. We become explorers, ready to venture into uncharted territories, to unearth possibilities and to capitalize on them. Moreover, embracing change can also lead to improved problem-solving skills. As we face change, we often find ourselves in situations where we have to think on our feet, to come up with innovative solutions. This not only sharpens our problem-solving skills, but also enhances our creativity. In essence, embracing change is like embarking on a journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about becoming stronger, more resilient, and more open to opportunities. It's about becoming better problem solvers and creative thinkers. Embracing change, therefore, not only helps us deal with our fears, but also offers numerous other benefits. It's a journey that's well worth embarking on, don't you think? Now it's your turn. How can you start your journey to embrace change and find strength in unfamiliar territories? You see, embarking on this journey is not as daunting as it may seem. It's all about taking that first step. Let's talk about some practical strategies to help you get started. Firstly, identify what you want to change. It could be a habit, a mindset, or a situation. Be specific and clear about it. Write it down. This is your starting point. Second, remember the 4-step framework we discussed earlier. Acknowledge, understand, implement, and reflect. Use this framework as your guiding light. Acknowledge the change. This is the first and most crucial step. Accept that you need to change. It's not about seeing yourself as flawed, but about understanding that growth is a part of life. Understand the change. Why is this change necessary? What benefits will it bring? How will it impact your life? Answering these questions will give you a deeper understanding of the change and its importance. Implement the change. This is where the rubber meets the road. Start taking small, manageable actions towards your goal. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's about consistency and perseverance, not speed. Reflect on the change. After you've started implementing, take time to reflect. Are you seeing progress? If not, what can you do differently? Reflection is an essential part of the process that allows you to adjust and improve. And finally, be patient with yourself. Change is a journey, not a sprint. It's normal to have setbacks. They are not failures, but opportunities to learn and grow. Surround yourself with positive influences. People who uplift you, encourage you, and believe in you. They will be your cheerleaders, your sounding board, and your support system. Remember to celebrate your victories, no matter how small. Each step forward is a step closer to your goal. Celebrations reinforce positive behavior and motivate you to keep going. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So take that step today, embrace change, and find strength in unfamiliar territories. It's your journey, make it count. Change is inevitable, it's a part of life, but it's how we respond to it that defines us. We've taken a journey today, exploring the fear of the unknown, understanding its roots, and learning how to transform it into strength. We've provided a framework, a roadmap, guiding you to embrace change and find power in unfamiliar territories. We've shared inspiring stories of individuals who have trodden this path before us, showing that it's possible to harness the benefits of change. We've laid out the immense benefits of embracing change, from personal growth to opening up new opportunities. We've also equipped you with practical tips to start your own journey to embrace change. Remember, change isn't something to be feared. It's an opportunity, a challenge to find new strengths, to grow and adapt. Embrace change. Find your strength. And remember, in the face of the unknown, you are stronger than you think.